Written by Dr. Yaşam Ayavefe.
Cybersecurity of companies. The news of recent years has undeniably shown that the problem of companies' IT assets can no longer be limited to the protection of infrastructures and data only against actions by malicious actors, of young people who only need approval. Today, however, we only have fragmentary data on the status and level of the digital threat. Therefore, as highlighted in the Cybercrime Report, statistics from complaints about crimes or torts of a digital nature affecting companies, particularly theft of digital data or phishing, are very incomplete. One of the explanatory factors is that they often refrain from filing a complaint when they are victims of crimes, as long as the legal process is lengthy and often creates publicity that is against the interests of companies. For the latter, it's important to first manage a crisis caused by a major computer incident. In addition, digital risk no longer takes the form of attacks that target only the digital assets of the target's information systems, data. It can also happen through actions aimed at the reputation or image of companies. It may even be the result of internal attacks that question the company's information assets, whether voluntary or not. Digital threat actors. Cybercrime has changed profoundly since the mid-2000s, both in terms of actors and methods. The actors of the digital threat to companies have become more professional and their forms of action have diversified. In the 1990s, malicious digital acts were mostly perpetrated by computer professionals who wanted to demonstrate their skills by hacking into highly protected sites or servers, often owned by security or defense agencies. The explosion of the role and place of information and communication systems in societies and economies, global and local, has whetted the appetite of criminals who anticipate the potential gains from these new fields. The exploitation of hackers' technical skills for glory has thus led to digital, professional and specialized crimes. Cybercrime was initially demonstrated by the emergence and subsequent increase in cases of blackmail and the sale of counterfeit products on commercial internet sites. The pirates thus gathered in a cell and shared duties. Each of them, taken together, has certain skills that make it possible to infiltrate an information system. Detection of open ports, leaking servers, bypassing firewalls, detecting new security vulnerabilities are some of them. This is why criminal organizations call groups based on existing characteristics to meet specific needs. Tools used for cybercriminal activities are now on the black market. Built over the years, it is governed by the law of supply and demand. As an example, strong competition opposes actors to master networks of zombie machines. These can be rented at special sites on the internet to carry out certain denial of service or espionage operations. The price of 1,000 infected machines will range from $5 to $100 on some platforms, depending on the country. However, higher prices may be applied within the framework of targeted operations and may be established by intermediaries who purchase machines at wholesale price. As with this market, more specialized skills or knowledge may be available, such as accessing certain machines or creating malware. The professionalization and specialization of pirates is considered certainty. It is regarded as the evolution of its initially technical goals towards the pursuit of profit. There is also a paradigm shift between a virtuoso but isolated pirate population and organized groups acting to enrich themselves. The example of the Comficker worm, which emerged in 2008, illustrates the trend of increasing sophistication in malware. It is indeed very elaborate software designed. However, this worm could have been developed not to cause harm, but rather as a stealthier and more effective demonstrator, announcing a new generation of more advanced malware. The flame worm case, discovered in 2012, seems to confirm this hypothesis. Parallel to the metamorphosis of computer crime towards profit-seeking, the evolution of the Internet, networks, and connected digital tools show their position in Web 2.0 in particular. If malicious use of software is part of the arsenal of tools they distribute, they also use the sites they operate or participate in, blogs, forums, etc., to disseminate their ideas. As the Internet offers a global forum to warn and persuade consumers and citizens, sites are brought online to destabilize companies' brand image or to misinform the markets. Since 2010, a new mode of intervention has been developed, with the systematic posting of protected and even classified documents online. In addition to identity theft, the goal of cyberspace attacks is no longer simply to destroy or render inoperable an information system for a certain period of time, but to undermine the credibility, legitimacy, and reputation of a company or individual.
Written by Dr. Yaşam Ayavefe.